Hello, everyone. Sorry, I am getting my iPad set up. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let me see, things are a little wonky here, but that's because I've been creating, and you know what I say about a cleanly crafter. Hello, Sandpaper Road. I got your video today. We're actually sharing it tomorrow. We're going to be sharing it tomorrow. Hello, Simon. Hi, everyone. Going to be waiting a moment for everyone to join in. Going to be waiting a moment for everyone to join in. I'm actually going to zoom in just a tad bit so you can see what I'm up to today. So we're going to be making this card, and I'm going to show you a really cool, really nifty technique, because obviously I told you guys that we were going to be doing, I was going to show you how to do some foiling and embossing and all sorts of fun things like that. But first and foremost, I want to tell you guys, before I get started and before I forget, so a lot of you guys have been asking about the glitter glaze. So obviously we have the glow in the dark, we have the emerald, we have the gold, and um, we have the scarlet. And I believe these were all of the colors, if I'm not mistaken. These were all of the original colors. Oh, and the unicorn horn, which I believe is right here. So we also had the unicorn horn. So I know that you guys were really excited about these colors. So this was something that you guys were wanting. You've sent many emails to us, many emails, which I appreciate every single one of them. But you've sent many emails saying that I want to do a rainbow. I want more colors. I need more. I need more. So I am happy to announce that they came early. So, they came early. If you just ordered them yesterday, they came early. So, we now have to add to our glitter glaze collection. We now have lemon, tangerine, lime, grape, raven, and berry. Okay, so we now have some additional colors. So again, you guys asked for us to round out the selection. So if you just search for glitter glaze, you'll find all of our glitter glazes available. So again, you asked for a rainbow, and we wanted to give you a rainbow. So I actually today was playing around, and it's not completely dry yet, so you'll have to forgive me. But let me move these out of the way so you can see. So I did a rainbow a little bit earlier because, of course, I could not wait to see what the rainbow would look like. But this is the rainbow that I did earlier. So take a look at that. So it's just the way that they blend and are together here. And of course, I'm going to cut this out and put it on a card. But that lime green and that lemon is just, I mean, so incredibly cool. Fuchsia, oh, we'll have to figure out some fuchsia. I'll have to figure out fuchsia. So this is the rainbow that I did earlier, and I love how it like ombres and it works together really quickly. But I did want to show you what it looks like. And the raven has become one of my favorites because the raven is obviously the black, and I just think that's super cool. So there are now an additional 6 colors that you can get. So if you want to pick them up, they are. The other ones I don't believe are completely fully back in stock yet, but these are all of the glitter glazes. And if you have full set syndrome like me, today I was telling Lisa in the store, I said, please pack all of those up for me. Pack all of those up for me so I can take all of those home because I have big plans for them. So here are all of the colors, and again, if you just search glitter glaze on the website, that is where you will get them. So today we're going to do some foiling. As the hello Diane, as the description implies. And we are going to be making a card just like this one. So this was a pretty simple card to put together once I show you all of the steps. But I wanted you to see how that glitter picks up on there. And isn't it cool how it transitions from the white to the black? I just think that that's super, super, super cool. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. So first and foremost, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to figure out which one of the brand new Brutus Monroe designer toner sheets that we want to use. And it's always tricky for me to figure out which one that I want to use because I love them all. And these are just 4 out of the 6 because I've been using the other ones like crazy. So I said today, you know, we're going to use some of the ones that I have not used yet. And today I want to use brush strokes. And I think that this is one that will be super fun to use today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this package. This is a brand new pack. So let me go ahead and open this up. And I want to show you guys, if you have not seen these toner packs yet, these are, you get 2 clear, you get a sheet of the parchment, and you get 2 of the white, okay? All in one pack, And I've linked these below. Oh, and also, just so you guys know, if you guys are placing an order tonight, our friends in the Stamp Junkies group, which I told you guys about last night, if you use the code JUNKIE 2018, and this is only until August 1st, Junkie 2018, you get a free squeaky clean dispenser. You just have to make sure to put the squeaky clean dispenser in the cart, and it will mark it down to free. So let me just fold my parchment sheet in half. And then I'm going to grab one of the toner sheets. The way you can tell the difference between a toner sheet is the clear side that's super shiny is the side you don't foil, and the side that you can see a little bit of the toner is the side you want to foil, okay? So I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this at 6 inches, so it will fit in my MISTI. So 6 inches, and then we're going to cut it down to, well, we'll just cut a little bit off the edge here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we're going to foil this first. That's something that's very important. You want to foil first, okay? You heard it from me. Foil first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in my little carrier sheet here. And again, make sure you're foiling the right side. Okay. And we're going to use Sunrise again on this one. So let me grab a sheet of Sunrise. And I cannot get enough of these foils, I can tell you right now. I have been foiling like a madman. We also foiled at Junkie Fest, which was super, super fun. So let me just grab a scissor. Hello in British Columbia. So we're just going to chop that off right there. And I'm just going to place this into my carrier sheet, making sure that everything's covered up. It's okay if you have a little tail, which is what I have here. And then let me just make sure that that's really crisp. Then I'm going to send this on through. In the meantime, I'm going to grab my MISTI, and I'm going to grab a piece of the alabaster cardstock. And we're going to cut that down to, let's say to 6 by, we can do 6 by 8. Let me grab my trimmer. Because we're going to be doing a layering technique, okay? So we're doing a layering technique. So let's cut this down to 6 by 8. So we'll just eyeball 8. Because I didn't want to take out the little extension arm there. So 6 by 8. And let's grab our MISTI with the stamp already in it, because I've been using the stamp all day. What about brush stroke? What about it? Okay, so then I'm going to grab, let me put these foils away. My Raven ink. I know, isn't the back of it pretty too? I haven't found anything that's not pretty about these foils yet. I don't know that I will. I don't know that I will. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place our image down. Now remember, you're not doing CPR. You are just doing gentle compressions on your more than twice if you'd like. This is a very large stamp. This is the Enchanted Rose stamp. So if you already have this stamp, because you bought the kit or because you just already love this stamp, I just finished up the other piece done with the rose. Oh, you're gonna get some. You're gonna definitely get some mileage out of that rose because I promise you, we're gonna use it a lot more this year. A lot more this year. Okay, so that's done. So we're gonna set that to the side and let this sit for a moment. And we're gonna take our foil out and we're gonna turn off our laminator because we're not gonna use it again. So we're gonna let that cool down for a bit. And then let's go ahead and do the peel and reveal, which is my favorite part. Oh my goodness. Every time. Every time. It's so exciting every time. So take a look at that. Oh my word. Okay. So now what I always do, and this is a trick, like I said, that Sue has taught me, and we just got back in stock all of our purple tape, is I take it and I just place it on top ever so gently, and I pull it off. So I go all the way down, super simple, and it's not going to pull the foil off, so don't worry. It's not going to pull your foil off. You might think it's going to pull the foil off, but I promise you it won't. Look at how cool that looks. Just again, I am thinking of millions of things that I could do with it. I just need a little bit more time in the day. Does anybody know what this does, Simon? Great question. So you can see here, do you see all these little pieces that are on here? So what happens when the foil goes through is the foil can sometimes, and most of the time, will fold over on itself. So what that means is it's going to have a whole bunch of residue that is going to be left on there. Now you can use a little brush and you can brush it off, but I have found, and again, this is something that Sue taught me, is that if you use the purple tape, the purple tape takes off the perfect amount. Hello, Heather. Takes off the perfect amount of residue. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Misty again. And don't worry about cleaning off your stamp. It's not going to make a difference because we're going to be covering it in embossing powder. So I'm going to take our stamp here and pop down our magnet. Let's just make sure we have enough space. Let's zhuzh that up just a bit, shall we? There we go. So now I'm going to take the British Monroe embossing ink. And we're going to get that good and inky. And you're going to see this is when the magic is going to happen. Because you would think that there would be a ton of static on this piece of paper. But for some reason, with that heat going through, it's almost like what happens with a dryer, if that makes sense. So with a dryer, when it goes through, you know, the dryer sheets, there's the static goes away for some reason. And I don't know how or why, what the magic or sorcery is that makes it go away. But again, you're looking at that, you're probably like, there's nothing on there, Christopher. You've just ruined your product or your project. What are you up to, you crazy man? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put a whole bunch of alabaster embossing powder on it. I love the brush stroke too. All of them, I mean, I don't think I've met one that I don't like yet, but that's just because when I was designing all of them, I said that I needed all of them. I was like, you know, let's do this one, let's do this one. And then I was like, oh, but we have to do this one. And we went from 4 to, I think we went from 2 to 4 to 6. And then we were at 8. And then finally we chose 6 of them. So now you can see, do you see how beautifully this embossed? It's insane to me. It's insane that there's not a ton of static electricity. Do you see that? Isn't that insane, you guys? I mean, when I'm looking for other things that I can do with, these products, I was amazed. Look at that, you guys. My goodness. Isn't that incredible? I just can't get enough of that. Isn't that cool? So, I have a gazillion Sammy supplies in Boston Power, but I can't get myself to make a card. You are so inspirational. I am just a scaredy cat. Don't be a scaredy cat, Renee. Take out all of your stuff and do it with me. You can use the powder tool on it too, Simon, if you'd like. I have just found that you don't need it. I stamped on the foiled side, Ronnie. Renee, just get out your stuff and just start stamping with me. Well, our embossing powders are a little bit different again because they're wax-free. So I'm not saying that other powders don't have wax in them. I just know that ours is wax-free. So I don't, I'm just declaring that ours are wax-free. So they're not sticking. They don't stick. You could use the powder tool if you want to, but as you guys saw live here in Living Color, I did not use the powder tool. So you don't have to if you don't want to. But you can still see that beautiful foil through there. So let's go ahead and now heat this puppy up, okay? Give me a moment. I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Pepsi Cola. So I'm going to heat up my heat tool. And when it gets too hot to hold on your arm, that means it's ready. I'm not suggesting that that's how you do it, but that's how I learned. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and heat this guy up. I hope you can still see. But I have to get it within my frame. And we're just heating and a-heating. Heating and a zhuzhin, I guess you could say. Oh, Dee, we would get along very well. When we announced the Create Your Own Ending retreat, if anybody drinks Diet Pepsi, I can assure you there's going to be a ton of that there. There's going to be a ton of Diet Pepsi there, so don't you worry. Okay, so now I'm just heating it up. We can have Diet Coke too. I'm just not a big fan of it, but we can have that too. Alright, so there it is heat embossed. And look at how cool that is. I mean, look at that. Every time I'm like, my goodness. And look at that foil. And you could use this in so many different ways. But look, it's clear. I will be, Simon. We haven't made any announcements about it yet, but I think it's going to be a really, really spectacular retreat. And I would love to have you. So that's my invite right now, but we'll get more details later. We'll get more details later. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of our wagon cardstock, because our wagon cardstock looks beautiful with the sunrise foils. You can see there, look how beautifully that matches up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my scoreboard. And I want to thank everyone that's placing orders for the foils while we're live. And if we do sell out, don't worry, we will be getting more in very soon. But I think we should be good for a little while longer. But you guys have been ordering this foil like there's no tomorrow. And we so appreciate that. So I'm just going to fold this. I already cut it down to an A2 size card. You guys will notice that I really, really love top folding A2 size cards. Someone asked me about that the other day, why I always do them that way. I think it's just because that's just something that I've always loved. So it's just what I've always done. I think if you find something that you really love and you do, oh my goodness, that's Sandcastle embossing powder. That is, we just got it back in, but as always, I'm not sure how, oh, okay, Nancy, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so we're going to cut this one down to 4 by 5, 4 by 5 and a quarter. Love the Dr. too. Yeah. I like Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper. And oddly enough, I don't like regular Coca-Cola, but I like regular cherry Coke. Is that weird? I don't know why. I packed it. Oh my goodness, Cindy. Just so you guys know, I am going to be, Kijo, keep your eyes peeled for the holiday. Keep your eyes peeled for the holiday. is all I'll say. I'm packing a whole bunch of orders tomorrow. So if you placed an order today or over the weekend, Courtney wasn't in today, so we're just a little bit behind on orders for the weekend, but I'm packing orders tomorrow. So you may get one of my packing slips tomorrow. You may just get one tomorrow because Heather will be packing tomorrow too. She doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be packing tomorrow too. We're all going to be packing tomorrow. So there's what that looks like, just with that on it. Now I'm going to take the... You need Shane and Lisa. Penny, I saw all of the ones you have. I think that's fantastic. You have very good chances of getting one from Shane on a Monday, and very good chances of getting... wait till you see what I have for Halloween, Georgia. So one thing we were working on today... was, yes, just like the olden days, Heather, we have little bones that are little art bones to use on cards. So you'll see, they're really, really cute. It's called a jar of bones. And then we have glow-in-the-dark sand and glow-in-the-dark... Wait till you see what I have up my sleeves for Halloween. And Heather will tell you, we've got some great stuff planned for Halloween. So now I'm going to take my Spellbinders Platinum 6, which has quickly become my die cutting machine of choice. Oh, wait till you see the glow-in-the-dark stuff that I have up my sleeves. Heather was just... Don't worry, Heather has already taken one of everything for Halloween. So if you don't get something from the Halloween stuff, you're going to need to talk to Heather. Because Heather has like 7 of each Halloween item. So if you don't get something, please speak to Heather. Please speak to Heather. Hold on, I got glitter glaze all over my hands, so I'm gonna wipe off my hands real quick. Bear with me. Yes, they are job perks, they are. You haven't gotten a card in any of your orders, Kelly? Now that's craziness. Oh, the fairy box debuts, when does that debut, Heather? Wednesday. It debuts on Wednesday. Yeah, Heather shared some of the Halloween stuff with you. Courtney's packed all of your orders. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'll let you know what glitter glaze is in 1 second, Renee. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place our second largest stitched rectangle die. You're going to get them again. You will always get, you'll most likely get Kathy's in the inspiration boxes unless we're helping, because Kathy packs pretty much all of the inspiration boxes. So you'll probably get Kathy's, although we were helping last month, so you could get anybody's, really. Okay, so I just cut that out, and that's the great part of the acetate, is that it's... I got a Christmas card in my last order. Good, Georgia! Mine is very hard to get because I don't pack orders as often. Oh my goodness, she is going to love it. She is going to love it. So now all I'm going to do is take some adhesive. Well, you'll always get Kathy's generally in the inspiration boxes, but it all just depends. You won't get another person's as often as you would get Kathy's. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to place this right on top of the rose. So now it's clear, but you can see that there's that foil that just when it hits the light, it's almost like, how did they do that? How did they do that? Do you see that? How cool that is? And then we did the one earlier with the marble. So let me grab that one to show you. And I'll show you the glitter glaze in a second. So here's the marble. So it just depends if you want a subtle look, or you want, like this would be the subtle look, or if you want a very detailed look. It's completely up to you. Just the finishing touch it needed. So now, I'm going to take from this stamp set that you guys have just been absolutely loving on. This is the Super Sentimental stamp set, which we will only have until it retires at the end of September. So, just so you have a heads up, if you want to grab that one, grab it. Or while supplies last. And I mean, we could have a ton of them, I don't know. But it all depends on, it's always while supplies last. So I'm taking the Hello, the little mini Hello from that. And I'm going to grab the detail ink. Hello, Heather. The detail ink. And actually, Heather Collins, if you could, actually, never mind. I was gonna say to update the other glitter glazes to the same as the glitter glazes that we have on there right now. Match the numbers if you want, but I know that the other ones are now in stock. I mean, only if you want to, because they are in stock. So, if anybody wants to get the other colors of glitter glaze, the originals, they are back in stock, but I don't know that they were updated today. I said, no, if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can. Because they were put back in stock today. But Kathy, God bless Kathy, she's been working on inventory like a mad woman. Like a mad woman. Okay, so I just cut down that hello. There are, Heather, I'm going to show you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here once I get the this fixed onto there. In the last 3 boxes. Oh, there you go. Heather packed your box on Saturday, Fatima. So if you don't have a Heather one, there you go. Almost got caught up on Lost. Gyps, you need to talk to Courtney. She watches Lost while she's packaging stuff, not packing orders, but while she's like packaging like sequins and stuff, she watches Lost and she's obsessed with it. Oh, good, Heather. I'm going to show them too. So there is what we created today with our Decofoil transfer sheets. How is everybody not getting tags? That's so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to have a meeting on Wednesday. That's all there is. A meeting on Wednesday. Sometimes you won't get tags or get them in the box only because it is when we have like my friends and family come in to help pack orders when it gets super overwhelming. Keija, what is going on? I'm gonna have to talk to them. Okay, so let me go ahead and she said a good excuse to buy more. Absolutely. So these are the colors we already had. So we had Scarlet, we had Unicorn Horn, we had Emerald, we had Glow in the Dark, and we had Gold. So these are the 5 colors we had originally, and you guys sent me a ton of emails, which I so appreciate, saying, Christopher, well, luckily, it doesn't matter if you don't get the cards, guys. I mean, it's great if you do get the cards, but it doesn't really, I mean, if you collect all the cards, you get a prize, but you're not really paying for the cards. So, I hope you get the cards, and I hope that you get one included in every order. But the cards are just kind of an extra, if that makes sense. They're not necessarily a given because sometimes when we have 500 orders that we have to do, we might miss a card, and especially with my friends and family helping. But the Glow in the Dark is back in stock today. Nancy, yeah, Heather will just invoice you without shipping. I don't know if she's here. And then didn't realize you got anything from it. You do, Penny. If you collect all of them, you get a really special prize. So when I see Heather come back in, I'll remember Nancy. Or actually, Nancy, just send an email to Heather, to heather@brutusorno.com, and she'll get that taken care of for you. She's very, 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 very quick at that. So, okay. So now let me show you the new colors, because you guys have been begging for a rainbow. And I understand why, because a rainbow, is is something that's really cool to put on a card. So we've added lime, and let me show you what lime looks like. Look at that color. Oh my goodness. So there's lime, okay? How many cards are there? There are Courtney, Shane, Lisa, Heather, Kathy, Christopher. So there's six cards. You will soon, Dee. I know that they were working on them today. So then we've also added Raven, which doesn't look like much in here, but it's black. So it's kind of hard to see the black in there, but it's a really cool black. And then there is Grape. Oh, I love the Instapot, Mrs. Whitlock. So there's Grape, which is so pretty. Also, Heather, you're back. I see Nancy Stamps would like for you to add the glow in the dark. So if you could just invoice her for glow in the dark without shipping, and we'll just add it to her order. I'll make sure that gets taken care of tomorrow. Okay, then we have Barry. So look at the berry. Oh my goodness, it literally looks like, I don't even know how to explain this. It's almost like a blueberry pudding. I don't know. It's gorgeous. Then we have tangerine. And just so you know, tangerine, lime, and lemon are kind of fluorescent. And look at that one. So pretty. And then we have lemon. Yeah, like blueberry. Then we have lemon. Look how bright the lemon is. Oh my word. Okay, so let's go ahead and close those up. And I'm going to show you what I did with them today. Heather, could you post a link to the glitter glazes, if you would be so fabulous? Thank you. So now here is what the rainbow looks like that I did earlier. Take a look at that. So now we have a full rainbow, which is what you guys were really, really asking for. And there you go. Heather posted it for you guys. So take a look at that. Look at how beautiful. Let me see here. You can use stencils with them. You can use them in a whole bunch of different ways, but I use them with stencils. But again, you can use them however you would like. However you would like. Heather is fabulous. She is a gift sent from heaven to me. I will tell you that right now. She is a gift. And I try to tell her as much as I can. And if I don't tell her enough, Heather, you are a gift sent to heaven. Okay, sent from heaven. So look at that. They are not more than the originals, no. They're the same price. Same price. There we go. But you can use them in all different ways. All different ways. But again, if you have full set syndrome, like I do, yeah. There you go. There you go. And I just want to put this on everything. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more toned down, you can, oh, Heather, we might have to look at the tags on them. Might have to look at the tags on them. Just sit tight. Heather's going to take a look at the tags real quick. Heather, you know what I'm talking about, right? So this is the, Heather said, be right back, so she's going to go fix it. So just sit tight. When Heather comes back and says they're fixed, I'll head off. But look at, so you could use, if you don't want to do, actually, do you guys want to do one? Would you guys like to see me do one? Let's do one, shall we? While we're waiting for Heather to get back. Would you like that? Let's do one. Let me see here. Let me grab me a stencil here. Let me see. What stencils do I have available? What stencils do I have available? You can mix the colors if you'd like. You absolutely can. Let's see. I could have sworn that I just saw my Folkwave stencil, because that's the one I wanted to use. So bear with me. If I know Heather, she's trying to She's trying to get done super fast, so I hope she goes slower. Slower when she's updating those things so I can find my stencil. Because I wasn't planning on doing this. But here's what the glitter glaze looks like on the gold glitter glaze on the Midnight, which has quickly become my favorite combo. But again, my favorites of combos will change daily because as I figure out new combos, well, dag nabbit, I don't know where that stencil went, but this is what it looks like on there. They do not get money because the glitter is actually separate. The glitter is actually separate from the glitter is separate from the glaze, if that makes sense. So if the glitter wasn't separate from the glaze, then you would run into the problem of them getting muddy, but they won't because the glitter is actually separate from the glaze. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense to everyone? Does that make sense? Hold on, I'm still looking for my darn stencil. I've got all this deco foil fun on my desk, and now my stencil has gone missing. So bear with me one moment. I mean, I guess I could just use the same stencil. There is no mess. There is no mess. There is no mess. That's the best part. Alright, well, dag nabbit, hold on. Heather's not back yet, so I have time. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I look for... Because the funny thing is I just had that stencil because I was doing some stenciling the other day. So I apologize, but I wasn't planning on using that stencil tonight, or I would have had it ready. I wasn't planning on it. Or like I said, I would have had it ready to go. Here it is. Oh, she's back. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take the Folkwave background, and this is the Folkwave stencil. And let me move this up, zhuzh this up a bit. And I'm going to use the darker green this time. Let me grab my purple tape. I know. I called your store last week. I was able to visit Heather. She took such good care of me and lovely chat. What a wonderful woman. I just love her without meeting her in person. Well, hopefully you guys will have a chance to meet her at the Create Your Own Ending event. If you guys are able to, make it to that, you'll get to meet her. But yeah, the thing about Heather, and I'll say this, and I don't want her to get weepy, but the thing about Heather is she loves Brutus Monroe as much as I do. And I wanted someone to be my operations manager, which is who Heather is. That's her title at Brutus Monroe. I wanted someone to be my operations manager that loved Brutus Monroe as much as I did. And I found her. So that is who Heather is. She loves Brutus Monroe just as much as I do. And I only wanted to have someone at Brutus Monroe, working at Brutus Monroe, that loved it as much as I do. So I hope that all of you that have had the opportunity to speak with her feel the same way too. And it seems from what you guys are saying that you do feel that way. All right, so let me grab my knife here, my putty knife. I'm so excited about the Create Your Own Ending event as well. Me, you have no idea. Okay, so let's grab first the red, which is the Scarlet. So we'll grab the Scarlet. And we're just going to start, and again, you don't have to worry about it being super clean, because you're using a stencil, remember? So you don't have to worry about it being super duper clean. So I'm going to go in there first. So we're going to do red. I agree, Kijo. Junkie 2018. Junkie 2018. You might have to refresh. You might have to refresh because Heather just updated it. So now we're going to use the Tangerine. Yeah, Heather just updated it, so you might have to refresh. So now I'm going to go in with the Tangerine, which is a beautiful, beautiful bright orange. You just want to make sure that you kind of overlap what you did previously, which is very simple, as you can see. Very simple. So there's the orange. Now I'm just going to clean this off on the side every time. There's the tangerine. And again, it will be, it's going to dry a little bit darker. It's going to dry a little bit darker. Yeah, Heather just updated the tag so you guys would get that pricing. So it might just take a minute, that's all. Might just take a minute. So on this one, I'm going to use the darker green. You refreshed, but it still says invalid. Oh, good, Dawn. You'll have to take a picture. The pricing for this glitter glaze. If you're a subscriber, which I guess this would be a good time to talk about that. If you're a subscriber, you always get 15% off. You always get 15% off. Every day. Okay, so just blend those two together. Now we'll get the blue. The blue. Your wife has placed you on order arrest? No, Rose. No. Let me talk to that wife of yours. I'm going to have a talk with that wife of yours because there's no way. You have to get all of your crafty goodies. You have to get all your crafty goodies. I'll have a talk with her. Lemon and Raven for Ronnie, Heather said. They said. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the grape. And it looks like a hot mess right now. Believe me, I know it does. But I promise you it will look great in just a moment when I take the stencil off. I promise you. Okay. Hello, Mom Varden. We did. I hope you had a great day. It's always a great day at Brutus Monroe. What are you using with the scrape offs? I use Clorox wipes. That's what I use. Clorox wipes. Clorox wipes. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take this off and we'll take a look at it. Give me one moment. Un momento, por favor. I love that. Correct, Sherry. If you use Junkie 2018, you will get a free Squeaky Clean dispenser. Yes. Hello in Puerto Rico. Okay, so let's lift this off and take a look. It gets better every time. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for this to dry. I can't wait for this to dry. I did ever. Oh, good. The code didn't work. Sherry. That might be something we have to fix tomorrow. Because it's good until the 1st. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So this is what it looks like. This is the one that looks like we did earlier, but this was with the lime. And lime is so bright. The lime and the lemon are very, very bright, but we used the more toned down emerald. Is it called emerald? Yes, emerald on this one. So I can't, and it looks even different when it dries. It looks even better when it dries. It looks great when it's wet, but it looks really good when it dries. So now I'm going to take my piece of paper, and this is how I clean my stencils. Yeah, it does look like the Wi-Fi symbol. That's funny. I never even thought about that. This is how I clean my stencils when I can't get to the sink. Is I take a Clorox wipe, and I put it... Hold on. I put it under the stencil on a piece of paper, and I put a Clorox wipe on top of the stencil. And I just wipe. And all of that beautiful glitter is going to get caught. And the reason I use the Clorox wipes is because they have these little pockets that grab the glitter. And I'm going to show you this after I'm done because someone had asked about it getting muddy. I want to show you how it's not going to get muddy. So let me wipe off my hands there. So let me lift up this stencil now that it's clean. And look, that didn't get muddy at all. Do you see? You can see all the colors of the glitter inside of there. So it didn't get muddy at all. And this would look actually probably pretty spectacular once that dries. Let me clean off my surface here. Heather said hi. Heather said hi. That's so funny. Heather just said hi. It's like we're at work. She said she fixed Lemon. She's working. I don't know if she has her laptop at home, so she might be trying to do it on like a pad. So just bear with her, guys. No problem, Renee. Okay, so that's everything that I have for tonight. If you guys are having issues with your orders, please send an email to heather@brutusmonroe.com. She will make sure to get that fixed up for you lickety-split tomorrow. She's really, really great at getting everything zhuzhed up for you. She's the best. As you guys know, she's, luckily I have her here with me live so she can fix stuff while we're live so that you guys can place your orders so things don't sell out. So she said Raven was being tricky. Okay, Raven usually is a tricky one. So, thank you all so very much for tuning in. I adore you. Any teasers on this month's embossing color? Do you guys want to know the name? Would you guys like to know the name? I can give you the name. I can't give you any more than that or Heather will fire me. I can give you the too late. What's too late? What's too late? Can you put the paper down on the wipe? Oh, put the paper down on the wipe. Oh, sorry. Okay. The name is Emerald City, is all I can disclose. The name of the embossing powder is Emerald City. Emerald City. So, if you guys can formulate what that color is, the name is Emerald City. And the whole staff has seen it. I can tell you the whole staff has already bought it. They've already bought it. So, it could be green. It could be mixed with something else. It could be, you'll see. I can tell you that it's very different. It's very interesting. It's very cool. And I think that you guys are really going to love it. If you don't love the embossing powder, which I know you will, you're definitely going to love the packaging because the packaging has Emerald City in the background. And you'll see. You'll see. Wait, Nancy, until you see wait till you see the holiday colors I have for you. Just you wait until you see what the holiday colors are that I have for you. So there's a lot of really great things that are coming. So I can't wait for you guys to see what the stamp of the month is a sunflower. It's a sunflower, Amanda. It's a really pretty sunflower that actually I can't remember who it was. Is it D or is it Jerry? D or Jerry? Someone really, really wanted a sunflower, and it's so funny because we planned these 6 months in advance, and we already had a sunflower coming. Yeah, we do have a few of the Great Fizz left, so if you want to grab Great Fizz, that's this month's color. And the Twisted Tangerine is now on the website. It's now on the website. So you can get Twisted Tangerine from before. Well, there you go, Amanda. It's a good sunflower, too. It's a real good sunflower. And then we have a couple of stamp clubs coming from. So Amy has done our stamp club for the past 6 months, I believe. And then the next couple of months, Chuck is doing them. So I can't wait to see. Oh, good, Nancy. You'll have to join our affiliate program, Nancy. We'll get you that information. Shoot a thing to shoot an email to Heather at heather@producerno.com, and we'll get you the affiliate program. Whoops, my goodness, things are flying across the room. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all so very much. I'm actually going over to my friend's house. They're having we're just gonna go and like hang out, and we he's like having like I guess like appetizers or something. I don't know. Well, not appetizers. We're he like makes like this really cool fondue stuff, and I haven't been over there to hang out with them in a while. And I'm gonna surprise them because they know what I do, but they don't really know what I do. So I'm taking all of my foils over, and I'm gonna teach them how to foil. So I'm going to take pictures while they're foiling and share them with you. Well, I'm going to try to take pictures of them while they're foiling if I can remember. But it's a couple, and he and her are just, they're not crafty at all. They're not crafty at all. So I'm going to have them do some foiling, and I think that it is going to be, that's okay, Nancy. Heather has probably, between myself and Heather with our emails, we probably have 500 emails a day. So it's something that we're very, very used to. But yeah, I'm gonna have them foil, and I think it's gonna be exciting because it's a simple thing to do, and I'm gonna have them make a card, and I think it'll be fun because a lot of my friends don't know what I do, and they don't know, they know that, I own a company, and they know that it's within crafting and stuff, but they don't really know what I do. So I think it'll be really fun to have them foil. So I want to thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart for tuning in tonight. I adore each and every one of you. You have no idea how much you mean to me, but I hope you do, because I try to tell you as much as I can. And all I want to say is be good to one another. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and as always, remember to create your own ending. Goodbye, my friends.